Hey everyone, Thowan here. Now you may be wondering, A, what are we doing here on a Saturday, Thowan? You only post Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and B, what are we doing here on your YouTube Studio beta dashboard instead of in a video game? Well, for those of you who don't know and may have joined us in the last year, and there were a sizable amount of you, you may not know that I like to do yearly anniversary videos for this channel. I like to do it. It's a nice little growing thing to do, and I want to make it a little bit different every single year. So instead of me just talking and there being stock background footage in the background, let's actually do something this year with it. So you might also notice like the aspect ratio is a bit off here, just like a little bit. Don't mind that. I'm sharing specifically only this window and not anything else, so it stretches it a little bit. So I'd like to talk about the YouTube channel as a whole to begin with. You know, I'm really happy with the level of support I've gotten this year. You know, I've gotten lots of support from Keaton. I've gotten lots of support from Valor. I've gotten lots of support from some other very close friends. There's always people willing to help out and try and give advice or little tips here and there on what to do. And you know what? I really appreciate that. It actually does help me grow quite a lot. And I've done a lot of growing, especially in this last year. Not only have I dealt with conflicts that we'll cover, but I've also learned, you know, new editing software, different stuff like that. I think the one person I'd like to thank most of all, though, has got to be my mom. My mom has she's never put me down for trying to do this YouTube thing, even if it's just for fun, even as a hobby. She's always kind of encouraged me. She's always supported me. Hell, she's the one that bought my first capture card for me. The one that I did start officially using for this channel. You know, I do have to appreciate that. It's come in quite a handy. And even now, after I've upgraded to the Elgato, and that's what I've been using for my HDMI recordings, it's still coming in handy in ways that you guys don't know. I also have to thank my wife for putting up with all my crap with doing the YouTube stuff. She's been very supportive there as well, even if it's been from, you know, full arm's reach, but she has been supportive. And, you know, the last 3 years, you know, January, I think it's 23rd or 22nd, not January, I know how to date, June 22nd or 23rd, 2015, I was really looking forward to making this channel. Now, to give you guys a little bit of background for some of those who may not know, I have jumped from a YouTube channel to another for various different reasons, but I'm going to go and cover them here. So first channel I ever made was kind of like a joke channel almost. It was mainly meant for like commenting on YouTube channels that I wanted to comment on. That channel in particular actually came quite in handy for doing my voice acting that I did for a series called Call of the Wild way back in the day. But before that, it was just mainly meant for like commenting on videos, you know, people that I watch. Next channel I made was actually the one that I tried to start doing Let's Plays on when I was very inexperienced and probably way out of my league for the type of technology and equipment that I had. I'm just gonna put it this way, it did not go well. I was doing everything off of an old HP computer. It wasn't even old, it was technically new, but it had a graphics card like so teeny tiny and a little baby, like you could hold it in your hand, that's how small it was. And you know, it just overall wasn't a good computer, but I was still giving it my all. I was still trying to do stuff that you wouldn't normally be able to do. That was even before I even really had a capture card. I technically had one, and it was a PCIe capture card, but it was not a good one at all. So after that stopped, I actually tried to make I guess you'd call it kind of like a little network with a bunch of other people. I made a channel called Gamers Don't Die, They Respawn, or GDR for short. It just ended up being shortened to GDR for whatever reason. And I had even gone and I got a studio that people would all have access to. I had a computer set up that everyone had access to. It was maybe still the same cruddy computer that I had started the previous channel with. But basically the idea was that we're all going to share this channel and we're all going to post our own different sets of content. Well, long story short, no one else joined. Like, I had 9 people who said that they wanted to join me, and when I finally, you know, jumped in feet first with it, they all kind of quit. Like, they're like, well, I can't afford, I think it was like 20 bucks a month. I can't afford 20 bucks a month I can't have all access to all this equipment and an internet connection, blah, blah, blah. You know, the idea was to make it so it was affordable for everyone and it'd be fully accessible all the time. I mean, I paid at least $20 per key for everyone. That kind of sucked and it fell in the hole. You know, I did try for quite a while to make that channel work out, and ultimately it just didn't. But, you know, all's well that ends well. Because now, we are here. We are here on ThowanPlays, which I've been doing quite a good job to promote on its own without any outside influence. So I kind of want to go back to Thowan White Wolf, which was my original Let's Play channel. It blew up considerably because of the Cow of the Wild stuff. I was featured in the credits, and I got a lot of subscribers that way, but it was a lot of disengaged subscribers that weren't actually interested in the content itself. They were just there for the voice acting, and then no one watched anything. So I can say I am ultimately proud of this 132 number, because even though it's been 3 years since I created this channel, I have earned every single one of these subscribers. So let's actually talk about the last year and how much we've actually grown. We can do that by going to the analytics. And I'm just going to set this to the last 365 days. You might notice I am recording this a day early on June 21st. I tend to do stuff a little bit early just because. So as you can see, this is our overview for the last year. Now you might notice that we have some 9, 8, 6, 2, 7, 6, 6, you know, so on, like some really large numbers here. And then it, you know, gets steadily a little bit smaller. I think it's just the way that the analytics holds this. But if you remember, at the end of last year, or I guess at the beginning of the second half of last year, I was posting a lot of videos a week, and we'll actually get into that a little bit more. But I ultimately decided at some point to lower my video posting to 3 videos a week. There's multiple reasons for that. A, I felt like I was skimping out on the production of each video. Now, some of those videos were easy, or I guess it was remarkably more easy to kind of skip out on production value for them. Because honestly, they were kind of like just stream VODs that we made into a series, and then I cut them up into 30-minute pieces and uploaded them to YouTube, which people seem to like, which is perfectly fine. People probably liked it more split up and easier to digest rather than in, you know, 4, 5, 8 hour increments, however long I would stream for. So eventually when I did run out of those, I did drop down to just 3 videos a week, which was honestly probably for the better. Not only was I less stressed out, but I was also able to give every single video a lot more love and care than I was able to in the past. So, pretty awesome. One thing I will say though, is you guys really like space. For those of you who don't know, that was like my 2016 or 2017 April Fool's video. And it's really funny that it has got the most watch time, but I mean, it makes sense. It's a 10-hour long video. What else can you expect? Next most viewed video of the year is the OOT Randomized Versus, episode 1. I'm actually super surprised by that. Next is Super Mario Sunshine Repainted, and then another one of the OOT Randomized Versus, and then a random episode of Deep Water. This is not the first episode, it's not the last episode, which is the ones that you typically expect to see have a lot higher, you know, view count. So that's actually really interesting that it's just number 8's got the, you know, number 5 out of the whole channel in the last year. As you can see, we have grown and watch time by over 25%. That's actually phenomenal. 13.2 thousand hours. Hold on, let me actually double check my math, because I think I have forgotten now, because I've only, you know, done this a few hundred times. It's 220 hours. 220 hours is nothing to sneeze at, and I gotta say thank you guys for watching that much of my content in the year. Like, I know it's split among 130 people, so that means, like, what, divided by 130 is like 1.5 hours per person, but you have no idea how much that means to me. I've been trying really hard to get closer and closer and closer where I can get the channel partnered. I honestly think that'll be very beneficial for the channel. A lot more people will see the content and be able to enjoy whatever series that I'm making. You can see that views and subscribers have technically, like, not been as productive, but honestly, I think that's a-okay, because this got, like, it got dwarfed by the fact that I gained like 72 subscribers in a short period of time last year. So I think that's perfectly fine. And then don't I don't know why I have an estimated revenue, because I don't make any money on my videos. Hooray! All right. But yeah, that's just the last year. I mean, I'm happy to see that we're growing as fast as we are. I mean, yeah, again, subscriber count may have slowed down a little bit, but I'll attune that to something that happened last year, and we'll get back into that. And then latest activity, don't mind that much. So speaking more of the last year in particular, what did we upload this last year? Well, we didn't, to begin with. Okay, so let me explain that to you a little bit better for those of you who don't know. So at the beginning of the 2-year anniversary, or actually it was technically in May, but it took place over when the 2-year anniversary would have been. I had someone who I thought had been a friend go through all of my videos and submit copyright claims on them because they used a thumbnail he had kind of helped design. He helped tweak it, I guess is the best term I can make it. It basically still looked the same as like this thumbnail here, except for it didn't have all the nice like shading and stuff. Like he helped me add shading, he helped me learn how to Photoshop better, and that made him feel he was entitled to the entire videos. And so that definitely hurt our friendship, because I had to not only unfriend him but block him, but it also hurt the channel quite a lot. I had a lot of momentum going into when my channel went down, and I ended up losing a lot of it because of that event. You know, I had gained, you know, in last year, and it actually was like right before that, I had gained a significant amount of subscribers, and then after that, no one even really knew my channel existed anymore. I actually had a couple people message me like, hey, did you like close your channel? And then after that, not only after was my channel restored, was I not getting much traffic like from my normal subscribers, but I also wasn't pulling up in the search results. I spent month after month after month after month looking at my YouTube channel. It just wasn't popping up in the results, even if I searched it directly. And honestly, I think that hurt it quite dearly. So as you can see, I had some videos ready to go. I had my season 5 placements for Overwatch. Overwatch has been fun because I can kind of just do it off and on, and that's been fantastic. Same thing with memorable moments. I can kind of just throw that in there if I feel like it, which is pretty awesome. And then something I thought would be really awesome, and I actually recorded this for the 2-year anniversary, was to go back to the first Let's Play I ever did, which was Portal. And I had my mom try out Portal, and honestly, it's, you know, 23 minutes, but it's 23 minutes of my mom trying to blunder her way through Portal when she's never really played a game before. I think the first game that the last game she ever played was the original Legend of Zelda. So it was really fun to put her in the 3D environment and try to get her to, you know, move around and stuff. I do feel a little bit bad though, because my mom has an issue with like where her hand shakes, but she still gave it a try, and I appreciate it. Mom, I love you. Thank you very much for trying. Then we started uploading Deep Waters, and oh boy, was Deep Waters fun and also an entire tragedy on its own. There were so many terrible things that happened, especially to Keaton, but it was still a lot of fun. It was a fun series to record. I streamed this while the channel was down, and I just used it as an opportunity to you know, just go through and have fun. And what's really cool is I did something really interesting with each of these thumbnails. Is I tried to make them not just Minecraft, not just God, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Not just a screenshot from in-world. I tried to make every single one of them special. Either finding a picture that I thought best applied, or photoshopping a picture like this, you know, stuff like that. And it made tons of fun to make. Going up further, you can see where I started doing Breath of the Wild again. Breath of the Wild, I had Let's Played from March of last year to April of this year. So it was quite a long project, and I just loved how much fun it was. Going up further, you can see where I first uploaded the Super Mario Sunshine Repainted series. And then I did Splatoon 2 Splatfest. This was a fun video to work on. That was actually when I was part of a Discord server called the Switchcast, and I uploaded it there, and a few people checked it out, and I'm really glad that they did, but I tried to really meme it up, which honestly was the first time I ever tried to do that, so it was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, this is where we did the Mario Kart 64 Versus, And then I did the Let's Play of Human, and I had a lot of fun with this one. Now, okay, I say fun loosely. I don't like horror games. They scare the crud out of me, but I had a lot of fun with Human. It was a Game Jolt game, and I did it for my... Did I do it for the 100 subscriber special? I think I did. So, you know, this is right around... Yeah, right when I hit 100 subscribers, so, like, before I gained the last, like, 22 people on this channel. You got some more Deep Waters here. There was some Mario Kart 64 verses. I had a lot of fun with that as well. That was a really fun little mini verses to do, especially since we were trying to, I believe, still fix the footage from Super Mario Sunshine verses, if I remember correctly. And ultimately, it just boiled down to we couldn't fix it at all. Also, there's Luigi's Mansion versus. This was a lot of fun to do as well, although I do feel kind of bad for Keaton because he fell so far behind. It felt so bad. Like, I didn't even realize how fast I was going to beat the game in. I beat that game in 3 hours, where the fastest time I had before that was beating it in 6. So I wasn't honestly expecting it to end after 6 episodes. This is also where we did the multiplayer madness, We Were Here. There's actually a We Were Here 2. I want to play that sometime, and I think it'd be a lot of fun to go back to that. Crazy Storm is like a YouTube or an Overwatch like music video. That was fun. And then we did our versus announcement where we're doing Oot Randomizer. We did some of that. I did Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, sorry. Let me rephrase that. I tried to upload Five Nights at Freddy's. And I got, you know, nights 1, 2, 3, and 4. Easy peasy. Night 5 took me a week to record and I still didn't beat it. Oh, Nocturnal Hunt. Okay, so Nocturnal Hunt, if you haven't watched my Let's Play of it, go watch it. It is phenomenal. It's a great game. It's like a small little indie game. It's very niche, but it is absolutely fun to play. Actually, I used it as some background footage a while back just because it was so fun. Here's my attempt at getting over it with Bennett Foddy. That did not go well, I'm going to tell you that. Then you see where we finished Super Mario Sunshine Versus. This episode, ironically, is called The Cursed One because we spent so long trying to get Keaton's original footage fixed so that we could get it uploaded and taken care of. Uploaded an old video here. And as you can see, we're getting quite up in the numbers for Breath of the Wild. We were down like near 40 when this first started. We did our Portal verses, pretty focused. What's actually really funny is Keaton absolutely wiped me with the floor with Portal verses. Like, he did a fantastic job. To do some Overwatch stuff. It's actually quite surprising. I haven't done a lot of Overwatch videos. I have like a whole massive collection of stuff though. Okay, so let's talk about this period where I didn't upload anything from April 4th to the 26th, and respectively, not technically till June 3rd. I'm gonna be honest, I needed a bit of a break. I had somehow overworked myself with trying to make YouTube videos, and I just needed a break. I will say, I really like this video though. I'm better now. It was a really nice outlet. I really liked it. And, you know, just recently, beginning of this journey, of the year-long journey, I uploaded Super Mario Sunshine Repainted Part 1, and I uploaded the Part 8, which is the final part of Super Mario Sunshine Repainted. It's actually really interesting getting to see all the textures get messed up. If you haven't watched it, I recommend you go watch it as well. I don't know why I'm sighing. Maybe because it's really nice to finally get to just kind of like break it down and chat with you guys about how things have been going. Which kind of brings me to this screen, which is on the channel. I joined YouTube on June 23rd, 2015, according to this channel, and I joined it way before that even. And I'm really glad to see how much my channel has grown in the last, 3 years. Like, 130 subscribers, 132 subscribers to be more precise, isn't a lot compared to a lot of other people, especially people who have inspired me to do better and make great YouTube videos or Let's Play videos. Not just, to entertain people, but for my own fun. And, I've been a YouTuber for quite a long time now, as far as, like, across the multiple channels. But 132 subscribers is what I have earned. No one's given them to me. No one's given me a shout out. I have worked for those. And I can say I'm ultimately happy. Wow, this video has gone on for over 20 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna try and get out of your hair, guys. I'm sorry. But I have to say, I am the most thankful out of everyone to Chugga Conroy. You can see him there on my little featured channels list there. Chugga Conroy, if you ever see this, which I doubt you will, but I can always dream, you've been an inspiration for me to do Let's Playing. You have pushed me to up my production value and update and basically make my videos the best that they could be, especially not only just over the years, but more recently even. Especially with how you released that video a while ago, showing off what all you go through when you go to plan out one of your Let's Plays. And I can honestly say I'm really happy that that's what I'm working towards. Anyway, guys, I've been rambling on for like 20-something minutes, I'm sure, but I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed going down this trip of memory lane. I know how to English, but my name is Thowan, and I will see you guys on Monday when we go back to the land of Paper Mario 64. See you guys then.